Hey guys, and welcome back to Felsbrunn. And also, Happy New Year's Eve. Tomorrow will be 2019. Hard to believe that it is already the end of 2018. Every year goes by just a wee bit faster than the previous year. That's what it seems like to me. Well, this morning, well, I shouldn't say this morning, this evening is 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. This evening we're taking our load of wheat up here to the northwest port. It's got a pretty good price, $440 per 1,000 liters. Got ourselves 10,000 liters, so that should earn us a nice $4,000 or so, I think. Doing my math right. That seems to be a pretty darn good price compared to all the other prices in the market. So we've topped off our chickens. They don't need any more. There's no real need to hold on to this. Not have a silo at this point, so we might as well take our crop up to the sub point up here and get some money for it. Then tomorrow, I think we're going to head into that little patch of woods. Do a little bit of clearing out some trees. If we can maybe bring in a little bit more cash. Finished, we did flip our field. It is now sowed in oats again. Our grass field is growing. There's not a lot going on. Been helping out some fellow farmers with some contracts and everything. So really it's just business as usual. And I thought, you know what, maybe we should get out there and clean out some of those trees. See about taking a load or two logs up to the sawmill, which is all the way up on top of the mountain. Ought to be an interesting drive to see if we can pull a fully loaded trailer of logs up there. See what we get. Good. $4,500. Looking good. Also going to need to come over here and get some fuel. Down to about 3/4 of a tank. Let's see. Yep, looks like we can here. Cut the tractor off. Fuel up. Now, I would really like if there was a way that we could fuel from outside the tractor. We had to get outside and right at the fuel cap. If we basically had a very small trigger there that we had to be in to fuel the tractor, that would be cool. As opposed to you know, being inside it, triggering it. Okay, with the train running, very rarely do I actually run into a problem with the train in the intersection. Just seems like the timing doesn't work out. Need to be meeting the train at the intersection. What about for you guys? Are you all finding that you're constantly running into the train, or not literally running into it, but constantly at the train intersection about the time the train comes through? Or is the timing like mine, where end up, you see the train go around, but by any time you ever end up at the intersection, it's never around? come in behind our farm. Got a couple of nice trees there we could bring out, I think. Figure out how far back our property line runs, so we'll know how far back we can cut our logs. I've actually been working. We see the ropa over there. We've actually got an active beet harvest going on. Try to get that finished out tonight. That should get us about another $11,000 or so into the coffers. Hopefully, come morning time, we'll have about $22,000. Before we do that, I did want to pull the trailer in here. Let's see here. Hopefully, we are in the trigger for the. Yep. Customize our trailer. Make it a flat bale wagon. Sides off of it, and I'm gonna put logs on this. Let's see, length. So 4-meter logs, 6-meter logs will hang out pretty good. So maybe 5-meter logs is what we will use come tomorrow. Oh. Didn't realize it unhooked me. Yep. Let's just go ahead and put this over here for the night. Like I said, tomorrow morning we'll come over here and we'll look about doing a little bit of logging action. Just put the trailer right here. Like I said, we're gonna need to get some log forks, log grapples. What we've got is the bucket and the arms. We can use the arms. We'll probably lease the log grapples and see how we fare. I'm gonna go ahead and get back on this beet harvest. I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, geez, it's raining. Let's get back in the truck. Oh. So we didn't get that field harvested last night. Right after I got done talking to you guys, it started to rain. So we went ahead and turned in for the evening, hoping that the rain would stop overnight. But apparently it has. Well, it's not done that. So I'm not going to run all the way down here and get soaking wet. I'm going to take our truck down here. Park it probably across the street so it's hopefully safe from any trees falling on it. And I went ahead and put an order in for some forks, from Log Forks, up at the shop. And we're going to go ahead and just lease those things. So let's go ahead and run across the street and get in our tractor. Good. Get too terrible wet. Let's go get hooked up to our loader arms and go down there and get the log fork. And I guess we're just going to have to put on our wet weather gear. And not really the best time to be out in the woods. It's raining. But, well, we got to do what we got to do. First, see if we can clean up there. Go. Oh, our eggs are going to get wet. Man. Just check our horses, see how they're doing today. We're getting there. Almost ready to sell these, please. Almost ready. Then we'll have some money. Should be able to get about $140,000 out of all three of those horses. And thinking about picking up 6 next time around. We clearly have enough. We can clearly produce enough oats to feed 6 horses. And we definitely have enough hay to feed 6 horses. So I think we just go ahead and double our number to 6, and then next time we go to sell them, we'll just double our money even more. Hey, I'm not really sure how much longer I'm going to be carrying this particular series on. I'll tell you why. In just tomorrow, starting tomorrow, January 1st, I'm going to kick off a multiplayer challenge. Okay? The way this challenge is going to work is there's going to be 2 teams from my Discord, and I'm going to basically be the team captain of one of those teams. Bud Raznick is going to be team captain of team number 2. We're going to have up to 8, well, I guess up to 7 other players, other farmers that are going to be a part of this challenge. And they will either be Team Klein or Team Raznick. Okay? And the way it's going to work is we're both going to basically have our own server up and running. And we're going to play the same map, same mods. We're going to start out with the exact same save game, same amount of money, and everything. And what we've got is set up a point system where you're going to get points depending on basically, you know, what you've got going on. I have a chainsaw. Let's see here. What is, never heard of this brand, so let's buy it. So basically we are going to run for the entire month of January a challenge where we're going to basically be going multiplayer, and for the most part it's going to be multiplayer the whole time. So I'm going to be dedicating a lot more resources, a lot more of my time to that multiplayer. So I don't know how many episodes I'm going to get out here into January, or I pretty much just go full-time on that multiplayer challenge server. I tell you. I guess I've already gotten it. Okay. So, like I said, I don't know how much longer we're going to be playing this particular map. Because I expect after, say we're going to cut 5-meter lengths. Said after January, I expect to be a fair number of maps out there. So I probably will be wanting to do those as opposed to this one. So I'm not really sure how much longer we're going to be going on. That was quick. Got 3 logs here. I have to say I usually prefer my fork duos. I stole log fork duos from 17. Those were my go-to forks logging. But sadly, the version of those forks that is out today okay, is not I guess I should say a sanctioned version by the guy that did the version from 15 and 17. I was talking with him the other day over through messaging over at Mod Hoster, which is where he posts his stuff about it, and basically he was saying that the version that's out there is not his. Well, he didn't do it. It's based on his 17 forks. It's got errors related to textures and whatnot. So I tried them out. I tried out those forks. They work, but they do have some texture errors and everything. So out of courtesy of the guy that made them originally, I am not going to use those. I'm going to use in-game forks until he puts his out, which I hope won't be too. Because using these in-game forks are not something I want to be doing on a regular basis. So, pretty lucky to have gotten 3 logs here. I wanted to kind of be as efficient as I could with there goes that sign. I wanted to be as efficient as I could with getting these on the trailer. If we don't have logging sides, I'm going to have to reposition this trailer. This trailer is not in a good spot. Now that guy can just chill out and wait. Okay. Superman action there. Oh no! Went and parked my truck there thinking it was safe, and now I'm running into it myself. Let's just take out some more signs. See, our oats have come up, and it looks like we've got weeds in there. Get to weeding our oats. I'm going to put this trailer here. A little flatter. And I'm wondering how far back be able to cut. Or cut the. Not done any logging in 19. See, what you're seeing me do is the first logging I've done. Outside of the cutting I did when I was doing the how-to or the mod review on the measure mod. Right. And we're going to come up here. We're going to right alt or left alt, right click, come down here to about 5 meters, then we're going to go to 10, and then 15, go. Too much, I guess. get press our luck and see if we can haul three more logs. One load. Tell you with the update, they did improve these forks a little bit. So, you know, I was waiting to do logging until the fork duos were out. Because I had tried a little bit of testing with these log forks in a previous, you know, version of the game. I think it was, you know, the most recent 1.1.3 or whatever. And man, they were just horrible. They had no capability of gripping whatsoever. As soon as the top finger, call it, made contact with a log, it would stop closing. Basically, the forks had no grip whatsoever. Let's just get to. It's like a 2. Fairly well. Oh. Alright, fine. All 1. But the slow and old-fashioned way. One log at a time. I do wish they had a smaller log trailer. The only log trailer in game is that big semi trailer. Wish there was a smaller option. There. That way we'd be able to use something other than like this flatbed or a bale trailer. It's in the mod hub to haul logs. Because the semi-trailer is a pretty significant investment. That really you're not going to make that investment unless you are unless you're doing something like unless you're also maybe investing in like the Scorpion King or the new what is that new one? Brand. Unless you're investing in one of those, then you're probably not going to be investing in a big semi-trailer, log trailer. I wish there was a smaller in-game log trailer. There was a really nice trailer for 17 that I'd like to use. It's like a turntable log trailer. It was basically a dolly trailer. They called it a turntable trailer. I guess because it was a dolly trailer. This tree, one of these trees here was a problem with an AI helper. Take him. Not a real big fan of how this chainsaw just jumps. Just a little disorienting and a little distracting. And I'm glad to have the measure mod back. Maybe somebody will come out with a mod that keeps this chainsaw from jumping like crazy. It looks like it's going to settle in for a full day's rain. No indication in the forecast that the rain's going to let up. Also heard we can pick up this dead wood, scatter it around, and get a couple bucks for it. Wondering if we do that, if it spawns back. That ought to be interesting. Spawns back, we can basically just constantly pick up this dead wood. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to put these 3 logs on here, and then we're going to take this little load up to the sawmill. And we'll see what we get. I've heard that logs are a bit more profitable in 19 than they were even in 17. But like I said, it's the first time I've done any logging. Oh. On that one. Go. I don't know why it wouldn't come out of the forks, but okay, I'll just strap them down and just pick the forks up. So that. I don't really want to clear cut this area. I do like the trees here a little bit. Thin them out a little bit. Wrong with thinning them out a little bit. And then with the new landscaping, heck, if I did clear them out, I could flatten this out a little bit and extend that field maybe. Claim a little bit of possible, you know, crop arable area. Drop that down. I do want to go back to the farm here, and I'm going to unhook these forks because I am leasing them. And I really only want them hooked up for as long as I'm actually using them. So I don't really need them hooked up while I'm taking this load up to the sawmill because, well, that's going to be racking up usable hours, usable time. They were only like $8 a day. Real cheap. Just see here. All right. Let's see if we can get these up the steep hill. I don't know how heavy these are going to be. Climbing up the mountain there. So back to the challenge. Starting tomorrow, we're going to do this. The challenge is going to be open to individuals also. Okay? So I'm going to be doing some live streams talking about this here already. And basically, I will post a video basically talking about this challenge that we're going to be doing. It's going to be open to anyone that wants to run their own multiplayer server and be a part of it. If you want to participate in single player, you can do that too. Basically post information on what map we're using. We will provide a link. I'll provide a link to the mods that we are going to allow to be used. Okay? So it's going to basically be limited mods and a specific map. I'll even post the save game file or folder that you need to use, because we'll start with a specific amount of money, start with a specific starting equipment and everything, and the goal will be to play unlimited hours. If you played 500 hours, I don't even know how many hours are in a month. If you put 500 hours on the game save, well, that's perfectly fine. Between January 1st and January 31st. And then at the end of the month, basically we're going to have a points system. So you can then go through and tally up your points to figure out who has the most points. Okay? And you're going to say, well, what am I going to win if I do this and I have the most points? Well, probably nothing of monetary value. This isn't being backed by anything. It's not being backed by anybody, any business, any company or anything. So it's just for fun. And you know, the idea is folks are going to play the map their own way, but also with the same equipment. And hopefully we're going to see folks get to very similar results as far as the points go, but through very different methods of getting there. So I'm really excited to get that started. As of the recording of this video, I don't have a map picked out exactly. Got an idea of a map that is kind of the fallback. If I don't find another map that I think is going to be more desirable to play, then I've got a map picked out. But I'm kind of holding out that there might be a surprise map or two released between the recording of this video and January 1st that we can use. Not, I've got a map in mind already. Oh. Looks like we're making fairly good progress up the hill here, but I don't think I'd want to put too many more logs on here with respect to the weight. We got, what, 3 trees on here? Could probably put another tree on here if we were careful with how we put our logs. Another 3 trees on here. I have no idea how much money these things are going to bring, so we're going to kind of see, I guess, what we're going to get. The way I understand it, the pine tree should bring us the most money, the evergreen, and the other trees the lower amount of money because they're not as straight. Let's see. I think that's the sawmill right up there. Sawmill. I like how you have to pull up here and then come over here and do the deed. $1,000, so about $1,000 a tree, basically. That's what we got out of that. Not a huge amount. But at any rate, thank you guys for watching the video today. If you liked the video, please go ahead and click that like button. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the video. Any ideas you might have for future videos. And until next time, happy farming.